So let's talk about food. I was trying to think of something we could start with that we would all agree with on food, because there's such a diversity of thought and opinion on foods and what we should eat, what we shouldn't eat. So I'm going to start with this critter, salt. I go see my family physician for my annual physical, and he takes my blood pressure, and it's 200 over 140. What's the first thing he tells me to do? Take off salt, because it's universally known, it's settled science that we know that sodium raises blood pressure. If you have high blood pressure, you should lower your sodium, right? Settled science. Any disagreement? I'm giving you one chance to disagree. I have one disagreement. I have a rebel right here, two rebels. Anyone else? 3, 4? There's 4 or 5. Okay, so, but most of us agree this is settled science. So the current recommendation today is, guys like me, 1.5 grams a day, 1,500 milligrams a day. For you young folks, it's 2,400 milligrams, 2.4 grams. Either one of those targets are really hard to hit, because most of our foods have enough sodium that I really can't hit that target. But everyone, all the medical community, this is their current recommendation. All right? This paper came out 7 years ago now. This is the Bible of blood pressure, American Journal of Hypertension. And these guys reviewed about 170 of the clinical studies that looked at the effect of sodium on blood pressure in actual people. They were clinical studies, all right? Not a survey, but clinical studies. So what effect did sodium have on blood pressure in these studies? The guys that raised their hand, what effect did sodium have on blood pressure? None. 0. Matter of fact, the folks that were on the low sodium diets had higher rates of heart disease. So this data is 7 years old, and what, a half a dozen of you folks in the room knew this? My question is, why haven't the rest of you heard about this? This is radical change from what they used to recommend, yet they haven't told you that. Even the CDC says, sorry folks, we've been wrong about salt. Now they recommend you eat between 3 and 7 grams a day of sodium. Folks, they haven't even gotten salt right.